The fight between Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. will probably be remembered as one of the most contentious bouts in modern boxing history, dividing fans, competitors, and experts alike. The surprising moments, unexpected twists, and a questionable decision by the referee have sparked discussions that could linger for years. The issue on everyone's mind today is, was it a robbery, or was the correct man declared the winner? Tank Davis, a strong fighter noted for his explosive knockouts, faced off against Lamont Roach Jr., an opponent who few thought to test Davis to his capabilities. But what happened in the ring that night sent shockwaves through the boxing world, and it's not just about the punches thrown, it's about both fighters' contentious judgments and history. From the start, fans anticipated Tank to fight his regular struggle. He's well known for his approach of patiently waiting for his opponent to make a mistake before delivering deadly strikes. Lamont Roach, on the other hand, was the polar opposite. He was not about to sit back and let Tank figure him out. Roach came out blazing, winning the early rounds with his aggressive and fast-paced approach. What many expected to be another highlight reel performance from Tank Davis suddenly became a back-and-forth battle, with Roach outworking Davis each round. Tank, who is known for his calm, methodical fighting style, appeared to be trying to keep up with Roach's pace. As the rounds progressed, it became evident that this would not be the easy victory Tank fans had expected. But probably the most jaw-dropping moment occurred in the 9th round, which many think changed the entire course of the fight. Following a punch from Roach, Tank Davis sank to one knee. For those unfamiliar with boxing, taking a knee after getting hit is commonly referred to as a knockdown. The action is paused, and the referee begins counting. However, in this occasion, the referee did not designate the knee a knockdown, causing waves of frustration among those watching. Jeff Mayweather, a well-known boxer, did not hold back. He termed it one of the worst judgments he'd ever seen in boxing, claiming that Tank's knee was a clear knockdown and should have been counted as such. However, the referee appeared to reject it, and the fight resumed, with the contentious moment becoming a defining point of the bout. Critics, including boxing legend Terence Crawford, commented on the judgment. Crawford was certain that Roach had won the fight, and the omission to credit Tank's knee as a knockdown was a significant mistake. He expressed his dissatisfaction on social media, noting how uncommon it is for a fighter to take a knee voluntarily and not be scored as a knockdown. The boxing community appeared to be unified in their shock at the referee's judgment. But why did this occur? Was it a mistake, or was something else going on behind the scenes? Joe Rogan, the well-known pundit and presenter of the Joe Rogan Experience, also expressed his thoughts on the fight. He acknowledged that he had never seen Lamont Roach fight before, but after seeing his performance, he became an instant fan. Despite the fact that the fight finished in a tie, he described it as one of the most entertaining he'd seen in a long time. Rogan, despite his normal admiration for Tank Davis, admitted that the bout was tight, and that Roach had done more than enough to win. Jake Paul, another figure with a strong interest in the sport, chimed in, stating that Roach had fought smartly and demonstrated an ability to frustrate Tank in ways that no one had previously. Paul also stated that, while Tank is an excellent fighter, the battle was not as exciting as he had imagined. He expected more activity, but Roach remained calm, making it difficult for Tank to demonstrate his customary brilliance. In addition, other well-known boxers, including Ryan Garcia and Claressa Shields, expressed their dissatisfaction with the referee's rulings during the fight. Shields highlighted out Tank Davis's critical error in the 4th round, when he looked away from Roach, allowing Roach to land a powerful strike. Shields, noted for her sharp boxing brain, referred to it as a novice mistake, emphasizing the importance of a fighter keeping their eyes on their opponent at all times. Ryan Garcia, who has had his own issues with the New York Commission, was outspoken about the lack of consistency in officiating, particularly in situations that could jeopardize a fighter's career. Tank Davis expressed his fury on social media following the battle. He felt the verdict was unfair, especially given he thought he had landed the most blows during the battle. He attempted to explain his knee incident by claiming that it was not caused by a punch from Roach, but rather by eye irritation from hair grease. While some fans found this explanation difficult to accept, others recognized that it was an unusual and sad turn of events that no one could have expected. Calvin Ford, Tank's trainer, expounded on the incident, explaining that Tank had lost track of the rounds and believed he still had time left. This mental lapse, combined with the eye irritation, triggered a chain of events that harmed Tank's performance. While Tank conceded that he might have done more in the fight, he also appreciated Lamont Roach's effort. Despite his disappointment with the outcome, Tank acknowledged that Roach demonstrated abilities and heart, making the bout more competitive than anticipated. He appeared to understand that this wasn't simply another fight for him, but a wake-up call. He wasn't as sharp as he usually is, and the bout, which ended in a majority draw, served as a reminder that anything can happen in boxing. Tank even remarked that he thought Roach was slow at times and that, in retrospect, he could have seized on those opportunities. However, by the time Tank recognized this, his vitality had been exhausted from attempting to keep up with Roach's pace. The aftermath of this battle has prompted many to doubt Tank Davis's professional path. Paulie Malignaggi, a former champion, was particularly scathing on Tank's resume, calling it manufactured. Malignaggi contended that Tank has established a career via headliner pay-per-view events but has yet to fight a truly difficult opponent. According to him, Tank's decision to fight someone like Lamont Roach, who had recently moved up to the 135-pound class, was a clear example of Tank avoiding more difficult challenges. Malignaggi's remarks underscore an ongoing issue in the boxing world. Can Tank genuinely be considered one of the best if he hasn't faced the best? Many people believe that the fight with Roach merely fueled the fire. As Tank Davis advances in his profession, the question remains, what comes next for him? The controversy surrounding this battle has called his legacy into question, with some claiming that the bout was staged to improve his career. Tank now confronts the challenge of establishing himself against stiffer opposition. A rematch with Lamont Roach is a possibility, and Roach has stated that he wants another go at Davis. After all, Roach believes he won the fight, and the referee's decision played a key role in the outcome. His manager, Robert Diaz, has expressed his displeasure, claiming that Tank should have been disqualified for turning his back and walking to his corner. Diaz has even declared that the fans deserve a rematch, and Roach's performance clearly justifies another chance to battle Tank. However, not everyone is confident that Tank will win the rematch. Some are already considering prospective fights with other top contenders in the lightweight class. Shakur Stevenson, another rising star, has commented on the bout, stating that if a rematch between Tank and Roach does not materialize, he is willing to face Lamont for a world title shot. This suggestion has sparked many fans' interest, especially given Roach's excellent performance versus Tank. Whether it's a rematch with Tank or a new battle versus Stevenson, Roach has established himself as one of the division's elite fighters. Tank Davis, on the other hand, appears to have accepted responsibility for his performance. He acknowledged to losing focus at points throughout the fight and not being as aggressive as he could have been. Nonetheless, Tank is confident in his abilities and believes that with a little more focus and preparation, he can perform at a better level in his next bout. But after this draw, one thing is certain: Tank is in the spotlight, and fans are ready to see what he does next. For the time being, the battle between Tank Davis and Lamont Roach remains a topic of discussion. Was there a robbery? Should the referee have called the 9th round knockdown? And, most crucially, what happens next to both fighters? With a possible rematch and fresh difficulties ahead, the world of boxing is about to get even more interesting. Stay tuned, the drama is far from over.